Zo, dat klinkt lekker. Lipton Iced Tea Green, de verfrissende groene ijsthee. Nu met de fruitige smaak van aardbei. En dat smaakt net zo...
Lekker!
Ja, precies. Lekker aardbei. Lekker Lipton.
Beste reizigers, welkom in de bruisende stad op maat.
Jouw stedentrip op maat. Daar doen we bij TUI alles voor. Vervoer, hotel en excursies makkelijk geregeld. Boek nu met korting tot €100 per persoon op toei.nl, in de TUI-app of bij je reisadviseur. TUI. Live happy.
Bij Tempo Team doen we onderzoek naar het effect van complimento's op werkplezier. Wat blijkt? Complimento's activeren de gelukstofjes in je brein. Lekker dopamine. What up DJ? Ik geniet van je show. Jij hebt echt veel plezier in je werk. Dat hoor je. Geef die complimento en maak werk van werkplezier. Tempo Team.
Nu tijdelijk splitdeals van Simpel. Al onze bundels tot wel 12 maanden voor de helft van de prijs. Alle voorwaarden en snel bestellen op simpel.nl.
Yesterday, I decided to take the stream over from Thursday, which actually didn't went well as I hoped. I expected it. So yesterday I played The Sims. That was weird. So stream will be done. I'm just gonna say in the server of him that I'm live. People always wanted to. And another awesome thing that I want to show you guys later on is I have reached 500 followers on TikTok, which I totally did not expect to get because normally I'm not that much popular on TikTok and now I am. Could be possible since I have used TikTok more often than I use YouTube, because I mostly do sometimes having fun on TikTok. But that's only for sometimes, it's just for having fun and so much giggles. But that's not the reason I use TikTok. I use TikTok to put my stream clips on there. I also use YouTube Shorts for that, but for me it's best to actually use that's better. Well, to be honest, it is much better. This is better. Now I can watch both. As Discord, which is already starting because I'm streaming in the VC, and my Twitch. I can now watch both. And yeah, I feel honored to have that many followers. I totally did not expect to have that many followers on TikTok. But one good thing is, if I hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, I might do a special stream, but there also will be a big chance that I am going to go live. That I also can then stream on TikTok. So that will be not 1, not 2, not 3, But 4 platforms I'll be live streaming on. I'll stream on Twitch, I'll stream on YouTube, I'll stream on TikTok. And I stream on Twitter. If I can add Instagram, I can also add Instagram if I want to. But I never tried that for PC, so I need to figure that still out. But I at least can stream on 4 platforms then. If I have reached 1,000 followers on TikTok, that is. But I am on the health. I'm on 500. So if I follow more people on TikTok, then I get those 6. Then I can get those follows lickety split. Get it? I think. Yeah, the stream of Saturday started a bit later. That was because my parents were here and I had no idea when I should stream. I always stream when they leave. So I don't have any awkward situations in the live stream. As you know, guys, I'm wearing my PJs. I always wear them whenever I'm live streaming. I finally get it. No. You're so sweet. You still didn't watch it. Nah, maybe sleep. So yeah, let's just begin with some chilling, guys, since I'm actually a little bit bored. This is why I love using Twitch. Less legs. Oh yeah, let me zap over to my TikTok straight away to show you guys my progress there. I could actually go to Social Blade and just show you there, but my channel isn't working. So I had no choice to show you guys like that. I show you guys my TikTok page. Can you guys see it? I have now 535 followers on TikTok. If it isn't more. Yeah, I have 535 followers. I'm quite speechless with the results because I didn't expect me to get so many followers in just one day. Normally it's just, okay, she's just fooling around. Nope. I am actually having 535 followers on TikTok. If I reach 1,000, guys, there might be an extra platform added to my Streamlabs. You guys know I already stream on Twitch, YouTube and Twitter. But then TikTok will be added as well. If you reach 1,000 followers, you can stream on TikTok. Platform doesn't matter. Well, the platform does matter, but the console or the PC, you can stream it on PC, laptop, doesn't matter. You can stream on all your devices with TikTok. Once you reach 1,000 followers, I have 535, so I don't need to reach that much longer anymore. I think I can reach 1,000 if I just keep on doing what I always do. Just follow me, people, and check if they follow you back. actually scared the crap out of me. Guys wanna know something cool about Turbo? If you have Turbo, your streams will be saved for at least 60 days. Just like Partner.
Oh, die bestaat.
Die match wel. Die
Ik
bestaat
wist helemaal niet
gewoon.
dat die bestaat.
Nou, bij
Ik heb
deze.
deze deur nog nooit gezien.
Maar vinden we dit mooi dat het zo...
breek mijn klomp. Ja, ik vind het wel
Heb jij
mooi.
klompen aan vandaag?
Nee.
Ja, de doorzichtige klomp heeft ze aan vandaag.
Ja, ik heb de onzichtbare klompen aan. Oh, die bestaat.
Die match.
Imagine being funny on TikTok, but it doesn't go well. Actually, that actually killed me. Let me check. Give me a second, guys. I might need to change the quality of the video before I'm gonna die.
Uitleg maken over hoe je
And
begint
there we
met het
go.
spelen van de Sims als je dat nog nooit hebt gedaan. En de Sims is eigenlijk gewoon een levenssimulatiespel.
Well, the good thing about this stream is that it's not lagging.
Dus er is geen begin, er is geen eind. Dat noemen ze een sandbox. Dat betekent dat
Now I can actually lower the quality without any issues.
vanaf vandaag is de Sims... Vanaf vandaag is de Sims 4 voor iedereen gratis. En dat betekent dat er waarschijnlijk een heleboel mensen zijn die de Sims vandaag voor de allereerste keer ooit kunnen spelen. Dus vandaag wil ik een uitleg maken over hoe...
Okay guys, I'll be right back. I just need to get something to drink because I don't stream without something to drink. So I'll be right back. Hello, Aiden. Oh, Aiden, you forgot the rule. Please call me Moonlight if I'm streaming. I'm not comfortable with people saying my real name in stream. Oh, whoopsie.
Hoe je begint met het spelen van de Sims als je dat nog nooit hebt gedaan. En de Sims is eigenlijk gewoon een levenssimulatiespel. Dus er is geen begin, er is geen eind. Dat noemen ze een sandbox. Dat betekent dat je zelf precies kan weten wat je doet. Er is geen winnen of verliezen, er is geen begin of eind. Je mag het helemaal zelf weten. En het idee is eigenlijk dat je het leven na gaat spelen. Dus je kunt je Sims super gelukkig maken, hartstikke veel geld laten verdienen, zorgen dat ze een perfect leven hebben. Maar je kan ze ook verdrinken in het zwembad. Het is aan jou. Alles is mogelijk en alles mag. Als je de Sims voor de eerste keer opent, dan is dit het startmenu. Hier aan de linkerkant, dit grote vlak hier, is eigenlijk alleen maar informatie over nieuwe pakketten, over updates, over noem het allemaal maar op. Maar dit hier rechts is waar het eigenlijk echt over gaat. Je kan hier altijd verder gaan met het laatste spel waar je mee gespeeld hebt. Je kan een scenario beginnen. Dat zijn eigenlijk challenges die zijn ingebouwd in de Sims. Als je daarop klikt, dan krijg je allemaal informatie erover. Dan kan je een nieuw spel beginnen. Of je kan een bestaand spel laden. Dat zijn de belangrijkste dingen om te starten met spelen. Daarnaast heb je nog de galerij. Dan kan je creaties van andere Simmers bekijken. En je hebt spelopties. En dit zijn eigenlijk allemaal instellingen die je af kan gaan om het prettiger spelen te maken. Nou, ik zal even laten zien als ik op spel laden klik. Dan heb ik onwijs veel opslagbestanden. Je kan ze ook een naam geven, maar ik heb er een heleboel. Dus je bent niet gelinkt aan één familie of maar één wereld. Je kan het zo gek maken als je zelf wil. Maar als je voor de eerste keer gaat beginnen met spelen, dan ga je waarschijnlijk kiezen voor een nieuw spel. En het eerste wat er dan gebeurt is je gaat naar creëren sim. Want de sim bestaat eigenlijk uit 3 belangrijke onderdelen. En dat is creëren sim, waarin je je Sims personages kan maken. Dat is een leven, dat is de modus waarin je het spel gaat spelen. Dus met je Sims personages het leven door gaat lopen. En je hebt de bouwmodus, waarin je huizen en gebouwen kan maken. Nou, ik heb nu de Sims geopend en dan kan je eigenlijk uit 2 dingen kiezen. Je kan namelijk een verhaal maken, dan krijg je een aantal quizvragen en dan wordt de persoonlijkheid voor je Sim van tevoren bepaald. Of je kan zeggen, nee dank je, laat mij maar gewoon zelf bepalen wat voor Sim ik heb.
Dutch. I put it in Dutch. I have a reason for that. Not everyone, mostly people in the Netherlands can understand Dutch. I can also put it in English. Give me a second. There we go, that might be better. Do you want Sarah? I guess I'll play with Sarah for now. She has the best explaining.
So The Sims 4 base game is officially free to play, and if you just downloaded it, this video is for you. If you've had it for a while, you might learn something new here too, so keep watching. If you're new here, my name is Sarah. I am a Sims 4 content creator. I've been playing The Sims my entire life, and I thought it would be fun to take you through a kind of beginner's guide once you've downloaded The Sims. So I'm gonna move myself over here, and here's what you'll see when you first open up the game. You might not have this if you don't have any save.
And there goes the video loading. Hey, yo, Inferno, how are you doing today? Hey, Inferno, I got a joke. What's a sheep's favorite fruit? Banana. I think it's funny though. Lol. Of course he's saying that. What is he dying? Ah! The video died! Ah!
Save files from before, but let's go in and start a new game. So this is the create a sim aspect of this game, and this is where you can make a sim, add a sim, change your sim's outfits, anything like that. It's going to start by asking you if you'd like to create a story, and that is what will decide your sim's traits and aspirations. If you'd like to decide them yourself, then you'll hit no thanks, but I think it's kind of fun to answer the question, so I'm gonna hit okay. It's gonna ask you what age they are, and then it asks you some scenario questions. So a coworker messed up and now our boss is mad. What do I I do? And you can decide what your sim would do in this situation. Blame them, cover for them, quit, I don't need this stress. What do I like to do outdoors? Fishing, gardening, digging up treasure. And so it's just questions like that. And I'm just gonna answer them and then we'll see what my sim turns out to be. So this is our randomized sim and we can assign their gender, adjust their appearance, select clothing, and decide their name. So based on our story, their career is unemployed. They're already starting with a charisma skill and a gardening skill, and they have above average starting funds. The game decided their aspiration is friend of the world. They want to have a lot of friends. And so based on their aspiration that they start with, they get a bonus trait. So this sim is gregarious and builds friendly relationships faster. Their other traits are non-committal, lazy, and a romantic. And let's just randomize their name, Humberto Weaver, and say we want to add another sim.
There is an update in The Sims 4. That wasn't earlier in the game, but now it is. You can change your pronouns in The Sims 4. Like she, her, he, him, they, them. Like all the pronouns, you can choose either one of them and put it in the game. I forgot to mention that before I actually started the video. I'm doing okay being alone in VC sucks though. But yep, I'm alright. I'm just streaming now because I'm actually feeling a bit bored, so I decided to actually do this. I think my chat is a bit too low. But I think it's better this way. That's better. Nah. This is way more better. The chat doesn't need to be that big, as long as it's readable. Let's just continue with the tour.
And we go down here and we can click add a sim. You can do the same thing, add another story. You can just add a straight up new sim. You can add a sim from the gallery, which we'll get to a little bit later, maybe in another video. Or you can play with genetics. Now playing with and we go down here and we can click add a sim. You can do the same thing, add another story. You can just add a straight up new sim. You can add a sim from the gallery, which we'll get to a little bit later, maybe in another video. Or you can play with genetics. Now playing with genetics, you can create a child, a sibling, or a parent for your sim. And if you have another sim in your family already, you can select a parent for a child as well. I am just going to add a straight up completely different sim just to show you what it looks like if you don't do a story. This is the aspiration selection. There are a few different options in some of the different categories that you can choose. And they've divided the traits into 4 categories, but you can choose 3 from one category, 2 from one category, 1 from another. The categories don't really matter. They're mainly just for you to find the trait that you want. So emotional, we have active, cheerful, creative, genius, gloomy, goofball, hot-headed, romantic, and self-assured. And there are hobby traits for art, book lover, foodie, things like that. Lifestyle traits, so ambitious, glutton, loves outdoors, vegetarian. Pro tip though, a lot of times your vegetarian sims will autonomously eat food with meat and then be like, oh no, I ate meat. So just keep that in mind if you're gonna select the vegetarian trait. Then there are more social oriented traits like bro, good. They just added loyal. There's also mean, outgoing, non-committal, and options like that. And what's interesting in Create a Sim, especially for this game, is that there's gender customization. So you can select their physical frame. It does use masculine and feminine descriptors for this. There's clothing preference to know what clothes they should show at first. You can always select any of the clothes for any of the sims. You just kind of have to mess around with the filters a little bit. You can select if your sim can become pregnant, get others pregnant, or neither of those things, and if they can use the toilet standing up. If you'd like to customize your sim's sexual orientation, you're able to customize who they're romantically attracted to, if they're exploring romantically, and who they are interested in woohoo with. And then there are the life stages. So a lot of sims normally just start out as a young adult. The other options are teen, child, toddler, adult, and elder. Using the sliders here, you can select their voice. I don't know how loud that's coming through, but they will say a little bit in Simlish for you to hear. Simlish is the language that that they use in The Sims. It's kind of nonsense. There are some things that we know to mean certain things, but for the most part, you're not gonna understand what they're saying. And you can also select their walk style. So there's perky walk, snooty walk, swagger walk. There's a few different walk styles that you can choose from with your sim. This is the default. And if you have other sims in your household, then you can select their relationship. So with this other sim that I added, maybe she is his fiance. And so this is just one household that I can have in my Sims game. And now, if you would like to edit how your Sims look, you actually have a ton of options in The Sims 4 on how to do that. Something that is really fun and unique is that you are able to click and drag most of your Sims features to figure out how you would want them to look. So if I want to bring the jaw down a bit, I can do that. If I want to bring it up a little bit, I can do that. You saw we can make the head slimmer or wider. We can bring the eyes apart, push them together, and honestly just mess around with this until your sim looks how you want them to look. You can also go into detail edit mode. You'd like to edit things like their nose shape or, you know, how deep set their eyes are. And you can also randomize individual features. So say I just want to randomize the lips, but I like how the rest of his face looks, I can click the mouth and just go up here and click randomize, and it'll randomize just the mouth. There is also a randomize feature down here. Anytime you see this dice, it's to randomize it. And you can deselect all. So say maybe I just want to randomize the face and the hair, and then I can randomize that and it'll change just the face and the hair. Or maybe I like the face and the hair and I just want to randomize the clothing. So you can do that and your sim will have a random outfit. And so yeah, there are a lot of hairstyles. They keep adding more and more to just the base game for your sims. Normally I go in and I randomize each feature like 3 times just to kind of like add some variety. And you'll notice this as you play the game more, there are like set randomized sims. There's a decent amount of them, but that's why I like to add some extra randomization to my sims just so that they don't look entirely generic, I guess. And something that didn't launch with The Sims 4 but was then added later was more options for skin tones. So you have a wide array of undertones that you can choose from: warm, neutral, cool, and you can also use sliders if you'd like to adjust a set skin tone even more. So I'm pretty happy with how my sim is randomized after a few rolls of the dice. And then you can choose their outfits. There are a lot of different ways you can go with the outfits. There's the tops selector, and then you have a lot of different options for specific tops if you're looking for specifically a sweater or a polo. And you can select the pants, you know, if you want pants, skirt, jeans, cropped pants, shorts, anything like that. Or if you don't want to put a lot of effort into it right away, you can just go here to styled looks, and those are preset outfits. We have some Star Wars ones. They have some preset outfits that are already styled and look a little bit better than just letting your sim have a randomized outfit. You can choose accessories. They just added fingernails, actually. There are gloves and bracelets. There is a ton that you can explore with this game. You can also adjust their body fat and their muscle mass if you would like. And again, you can click and drag any part of their body if you'd like them to be wider or smaller. And here's what it would look like if you selected to randomize all of your sim's traits. So it'll come up with an entirely new sim. But again, it still has some limitations. Like some of them are, like the face shape ends up being kind of similar on a lot of them. I will tell you that. One last thing I wanted to point out here are outfit categories. So your everyday outfit is kind of like your sim's default outfit. And if you click this little arrow above it, you can add up to 5 different outfit options for your sims. So instead of just one default outfit, they can have 2 or 3 or 4. Then there is the formal outfit that they will wear to more formal events. They have athletic wear, you know, for when they're jogging or when they're working out. There's sleepwear that they will obviously wear to go to sleep. Party wear that they will wear to parties. Swimwear is obviously their swimsuit. Hot weather for hot weather, and cold weather outfits for cold weather. I don't know if they changed it, but traditionally hot weather and cold weather came with seasons, but I think that they've added that just to the base game. Okay, so now that we have our sims, we're gonna hit this check mark down here and click play. It will just ask you to add them to your library so that you can go find this household again and maybe add them to a different save file if you'd like, and then you just save and play. Then we go to a loading screen here, and you have to select what world you want them to live in. So there are 3 base game worlds. Think of Willow Creek kind of just as like standard American like suburb maybe. A lot of the houses kind of have a like Louisiana, New Orleans kind of style vibe to them. And Oasis Springs is a desert town, so you kind of get more of that style in this one. And Newcrest is actually a completely blank world. So as you can see, there are all of these lots, but none of them have any houses on them. I would say starting out, out, it would be best to go to either Willow Creek or Oasis Springs, and you will have enough money for a starter home unless you use cheats, which we'll get into that later. So I think let's go move in right here. You'll see your starting funds down here. So we actually have 27,000, which is a little bit more than normal, but we are still going to buy this starter home. A starter home is anything under 20,000 simoleons. You're going to click the lot that you want, and then down here, you click confirm to move them in. You can select if you want it furnished or unfurnished. If you are truly just a beginner, I recommend just starting with it furnished, and it starts moving them in. So now we are here in live mode. You can say it live mode or live mode. I say live mode, but just so that these videos don't get too long, I'm going to stop this part here, and we will have a part 2 explaining everything in live mode. So if you did find anything useful out of this video, please make sure you give it a like. Make sure you are subscribed with notifications on so you know when the next part comes out. I also am always posting Sims tips and clips here on YouTube Shorts and on TikTok and Instagram, and I also stream on Twitch, so make sure you're following on all of my socials linked in the description. And other than that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a lovely tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you with more Sims tips in the next one. Bye!
Let's go to part 2.
Welcome back to a complete beginner's guide for The Sims 4. Today we are going to be talking about live mode, or live mode, however you say it, but it's live mode. You don't have to watch the first.
I don't think I follow her on TikTok. Let me check. I follow her on Twitch, I think. And I don't think I follow her on Twitter.
First part to watch this video, but I will put it up here on the.
I rather watch it than watch it, you know? I'm actually so... It's fair. Okay, I already subbed to that one. I don't know if I follow her on Twitter, Twitch. I don't think I did. Follow her on Twitch, I see. I guess the only platform I haven't followed her yet is TikTok. I guess I'll stream for an hour.
Put it up here on the screen. We talk about create a sim, and we made these two sims and moved them into a house here in Willow Creek, and now we are in live mode. So the things that you will see here is however many Sims there are in your household. You can see here we have Skylar and we have Umberto. You can just click on their faces to switch control between them. You're going to see their mood down here. Right now, both of them are fine. You might see some wants above their head. So Skylar wants to learn the mixology skill and hug someone. And all the way on the left here, you will see their queue. Now, these are actions that they are either currently doing down here or they are in the queue. They are waiting to do those actions. Skylar is currently listening to Umberto's question, and her next action after that will be to scare him. If you want them to stop the action that they're doing or take something out of their queue, all you have to do is just click on the X and it will remove it. You'll also see down here how much money they have. This is the notebook, and they'll put entries in there. The most common thing you'll see is if they go fishing, they will write down about like the fish that they've caught. This is their cell phone, and you can also look at the calendar. If you have more or different packs, the calendar may include seasons, may include holidays and other events. And if you have aging on, you will be able to see when your Sim's birthday is. And we will move back over to the cell phone in a minute because I just want to take you across the bottom here what we're seeing. Here's where you see the time, and you can also see the moon phase, and you see pause, play, 2 times speed and 3 times speed. I'm gonna have us just go on regular speed right now, and you can see they're talking to each other. Oh man. And Skylar's become a little embarrassed from an awkward encounter. Over here is your camera option, so you can like take a screenshot by pressing that, start and stop a video by pressing that one, and then you can see your screenshots. I have a lot of screenshots. Moving all the way over to the right side of the screen now, you can see their needs by clicking on this all the way over here, or you can hit O. The Simology panel will show you how many days your Sim has until they age up. It will show you their traits and their likes and dislikes. You can also click this icon right here and see the family tree. Now, these are the first Sims I've put in the save file, so they don't have a big family tree right now. And over here, you can actually see their stats, and I always forget about this. This is actually really fun to see. You can see meals cooked, bathroom breaks, times woohooed. Over here is where you're going to see your Sim's inventory. Neither of them have anything in their inventory right now, and if you click on this household collections, it will show you how far you are into completing different collections. So there are frog collections, gardening collections, metals, crystals, elements. There's lots of different collections you can have in The Sims 4, and you can keep track of them with this household collections thing right here. Over to the relationships panel, you can find by hitting R, you will see everyone your Sim knows. And so right now they just know each other, so they're the only ones listed. You can look at all of them at the same time, or you can filter by friends, household members or roommates, romantic interests, family, and coworkers. Over here at skills, you will see all of their skills listed. And again, there are so many skills your Sims can have. And then career. So neither of them have a career right now, but I'm going to have Skylar join a career. So I've hit join a career, and she's gonna go on her phone, and it brings up a list of open careers that your Sim can get. Skylar has the mixologist aspiration, so I'm gonna put her in the culinary career, and once she gets a bit further along in the culinary career, she'll be able to choose her path as a mixologist. Here is what her career panel looks like right now. She makes $15 an hour. You can see how many vacation days your Sim has accumulated, and most importantly, it will show you your work schedule over here. The days that are green are days that your Sim will go to work. The days that are gray are days your Sims have off. It will say how far away their next shift is, and it will say the length of their shift. If you'd like for your Sim to get promoted in a career, your goal is going to be to make this little triangle get all the way up here, and then this be a golden check mark. Sometimes you'll have a promotion task as well. So she doesn't have any right now, but as she gets further along, it might say get mixology skill level 3 or culinary skill level 4. And then this one here is your Sim's aspiration panel. So it will describe the things your Sim should do before they can get to the next level of the aspiration. And if you click on this star, you are able to look through all of the things they'll have to do for the aspiration, or you could even select a new aspiration for them if you wanted. If you select a new aspiration, it does not lose progress on any of the previously worked on aspirations. Up here, this doesn't really have anything to do with live mode, but that's your build mode icon. That's your manage worlds icon, where you can see all the lots and select one you want to go to. You can open the gallery with that one, and you can go up and down the floors of the house with these arrows, and you can toggle how you want the walls to look with this right here. And say you are all the way over here, somewhere else in the world. If you need to center back onto the lot that you're currently on, just click this house and it will take you back over if you ever get lost. Now, this is kind of important. This is the camera controls. If you haven't changed anything, it's going to automatically have you on the Sims 4 camera. The Sims 4 camera is mainly made if you are playing on like a trackpad, or I think it's useful if you're playing on a controller as well, like on console. And that locks you in at one angle and you can click and drag the camera. There's also free camera where you just look around by moving your mouse, move around by using the W, A, S, and D keys, or the Q and E keys to raise up, lower, down. I actually really prefer playing on the Sims 3 camera. I play with a mouse and keyboard, so I find it a lot more comfortable to play on the Sims 3 camera. The main difference here is that you right click to drag around the world. And by clicking in the scroll wheel on your mouse, you can tilt the camera to whatever angle you want. And that is what I really like about the Sims 3 camera. If you click on this up here, it will take you to your notification wall. It will just tell you things that are happening to your Sims. Make sure you pay attention because sometimes important things will pop up there. And then down here, you'll see the reward store. This isn't going to be useful to you right away because your Sim probably won't have a lot of satisfaction points, but you'll be able to buy small things like instantly filling the fun need. You could get a sleep replacement. You can get different traits and different perks through this. There are some pretty useful ones in here, I do have to say. That was a lot. Let us continue our gameplay. So this is a pre-made house. Everyone's gonna have this one in their base game. So Skylar over here is giving herself a pep talk, and that actually took away her embarrassed moodlet. And Humberto is hiding from everyone, which is gonna take away his embarrassed moodlet. So there are multiple different moods that your Sims can have. I'm actually gonna list them on the screen right now. And there are different ways that you can calm your Sim down or get rid of a moodlet if you'd like. And it looks like a few of our neighbors have come over. So these are townies. They also live in the world. This is Travis Scott and this is Summer Holiday. They live in this house over here. And Liberty Lee is coming over to say hello as well. This has started an event up here. You'll see we have the welcome wagon. And if you hold your mouse over almost anything you're kind of curious about in the game, sometimes something will pop up and describe it for you. People are coming to visit, get to know you, maybe even bring you a fruitcake. We are going to have Skylar and Humberto invite our neighbors in. She's saying, hey bestie, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. Liberty Lee has brought the fruitcake. Now, if you didn't know, somebody is going to bring fruitcake to every welcome wagon you have. And every Sim, when they are created, it is actually randomized somewhere in their code whether they like fruitcake or not. So here is the moment of truth. Does Skylar like fruitcake? She keeps talking to everyone instead of eating it. Oh, she's in the middle of a deep conversation. That's why. Can Humberto try a piece? Oh, Humberto does not like fruitcake. He gets uncomfortable from eating fruitcake, and Skylar is still entranced in this conversation to even think about hers. Oh, wait, moment of truth? Oh, she does not like it. Did you see that? Instant replay? Oh, wait, but now she has pretty tasty from eating food. That was a fairly tasty dish. Humberto's gonna clean up the dishes, and they actually just added this to the game. If you click on a sink, you can set sink type and assign it as a kitchen sink or a bathroom sink. One of the most famous like glitches in the game was that Sims would come to the bathroom to wash their dishes. So if you're just getting into The Sims and you hear people joke about that, that's what that's about. And up here you can see people are having a conversation. They just have a casual discussion right now. This will show you the mood of the person you're talking to. But how do we actually have a conversation? That's a great question. When you want to have a social interaction with another Sim, all you need to do is click on them. It will bring up a few quick options right here. But if you go to more choices, you're gonna see this pie menu with the different categories: a friendly interaction, a funny interaction, romantic interaction, mischief, and mean. Romantic isn't gonna show up for every single Sim. It'll just show for Sims you could be romantically involved with potentially. So let's click on friendly here. You will see different subcategories of friendly. So friendly is a subcategory of more social interactions, and then you click on friendly, you get even more subcategories. It does get a little confusing, and it's been a while since they changed this, but I still haven't decided if I like this better, or it used to just be every possible interaction, every possible friendly interaction listed in alphabetical order. So affection, hug, express admiration, ask to be woohoo partners. There's compliments, deep thoughts, gossip, hobbies, interests. Let's go ahead and discuss interests. Some of my most commonly used social interactions with Sims I've just met are discuss interests and get to know, ask about career. And so here in small talk, you can see we have a little sunglasses besides brighten day. If you have a little icon next to an interaction that you can choose, it's either going to be related to a skill or it'll be related to a trait that your Sim has. So brighten day here will help her build the charisma skill. And then if we go to interests, you can see this sheet music icon. She's able to talk about that because she is a music lover. As you explore, you'll find more interactions that have to do with the different traits and skills that your Sims can have. In the funny section, we've got jokes, we've got potty humor, silly behavior, and funny stories. In the romance section, there's affection, flirtation, physical intimacy. So you won't see all of these right away. These two have a pretty strong relationship already. That's why they are able to woohoo or try for baby. If you don't know what woohoo is, it is the action of trying for baby, basically. But in The Sims, you have to specifically hit try for baby if you're your goal is to have a child from that action. In mischief, there's deception, so like give fake bad news, lie about career, and pranks like scare, trick with hand buzzer. And then there's mean. And I don't know about you all, but I like never like when my character in video games has to be like mean to other people. So I rarely actually ever use the mean interactions unless it's genuinely for a challenge or like a storyline that I'm playing. And kind of similar to the icons next to social interactions, you can also see this proposed crazy scheme has a little bit of blue on the end, and that is because she's feeling confident. So some actions your Sims can only perform if they are in a certain mood. And so I'm gonna take us back to the needs here for a second, because you will need to focus on your Sim's needs in live mode. Actually, both of their needs are pretty good right now. When your Sim has a lower bladder, you just have to click on a nearby toilet and use it. They typically will automatically wash their hands after as well. Basically, any item you want them to interact with, like if I wanted him to take a shower, I click on the shower, it brings me up those options. And that actually brings me back to what I was saying before about them doing interactions to lower their embarrassed moodlet. He is feeling really uncomfortable. If he takes a shower, I know that that will make him feel less uncomfortable because it has the red on the end that matches up with the uncomfortable mood. Well, I think it's time to be going. See you around. Thanks for hosting. Basically, that was the welcome wagon, and I think that that's a pretty good introduction to how events work in The Sims. Don't worry, we will go more into build mode, but right now I am just adding them a desk, and I'm also gonna give them a little bit better lighting, to be honest. Computers are actually kind of like really essential to have in your Sims houses. In my opinion, it just has so many uses. So they can build skills like writing. They could have a whole career writing different genre books. They could practice programming and become a programmer. It's also useful for household services, for social networking. You can check your social media timeline, you can play games, and this might be one of the most important things that I tell you, because even I forget to do it sometimes. But you will probably notice as you play the game that when Sims come over, they love to go on your Sims computer. To prevent that from happening is go to computer security settings, and you can lock the computer for everyone but household members, everyone but that specific Sim. I don't know your life. And something else you can lock in the game, I probably should have started with this, but you can lock your doors. You can lock for a specific individual Sim. You can allow no trespassing to solicitors. I think that actually turns off welcome wagons and any event where Sims will walk up to your house and event starts that way. Disallowing neighbors means no neighbors are gonna walk up to your door, and disallowing friends means any of your Sims friends will not come to the house either. Baby proofing will make it so that like infants and toddlers can't go through the door. You also may notice as your Sim has different moods, some actions might be called different things. So Skylar's going to the bathroom, and for her, it's called pee like a champion because she's feeling confident. Oh, things are getting spicy. I didn't even tell them to do that. But back to the computer, your Sim can also socialize, and they can find a pen pal, and they can actually get postcards from their pen pals from the different worlds. The worlds are actually named after like Sims 3 worlds. That's kind of a fun thing to do. You can also order things. You can purchase seeds. You can purchase upgrade parts if you want to upgrade your appliances. For a lot of different appliances, you are able to upgrade them, but your Sim is going to need a certain level of handiness first. So they'll get handiness by repairing broken things. They can read a book on handiness to get their handiness skill up, but it just makes your appliances either work more efficiently or break less, self-cleaning, they'll get dirty less, and you can actually upgrade your beds to make it so that their energy need refills faster. So I figured I couldn't say you can buy upgrade parts without explaining what upgrade parts actually do. Mainly for me, one of the most useful things of having a computer in your game is getting your Sims fun up. She's actually playing My Sims Go right now, but you can also get your Sims fun up by watching TV, and they can build skills from different skill items that you can place in the world, or they can just go out and build their skills. They can plant things and get their gardening skill. They can come here and go fishing and get the fishing skill. But now that actually brings me to the phone, because a lot of the things that you can do on the computer, you can also do on the phone. For some reason, I just like doing everything on the computer better. You're going to have 6 apps in your phone. You're going to have entertainment, where you can browse the web or play a game. That also gets your Sims fun up. You have home, where you can call the fire department if there's a fire. Have Science Baby as a single person. That is just if you don't want to either have an entire other partner to have a baby, or if you want to have a baby with another person, but you don't want to have to do the whole like romance thing with them, basically. You can look at your Sims bills information, so you'll see their lot taxes, how much they owe for power and water. Other taxes are just kind of like random little tidbits. I don't normally have other taxes. You'll pay your bills normally once a week on Mondays, I believe, and if you don't pay them by Tuesday, they shut off your power, and if If you don't pay them by Wednesday, they shut off your water. You probably aren't going to have to pay a lot of attention to this power and water if you just have the base game. If you have Eco Lifestyle, it gives you solar powers and water collection items. You actually may be generating more power than you're using, and you can either store it or you can sell it back to them to get a reduction on your bills. You can also call an adoption agency. You can hire a service like a maid or a repair service, or you can order a delivery. You can get food delivery or pizza delivery, and you can travel. You can split from household and move the household, take a vacation, or you can just travel. Business, you can find a job, take a vacation day, quit your job. Social, you can add to your Simstagram story, check social media timeline, chat, text, video call, plan a social event, invite Sims over to hang out. You can ask someone on a date. And the camera, you know, you can take a selfie, you can take photos with people, you can take photos of people, or you can just take a photo of anything. You can also silence phones so you won't get like the buzzing from the phone. You can change the phone background if you'd like, and you can change your phone cover. So when your Sim pulls out their phone, it will look like that color. And like I said, with the notification center, you'll see different things like my Sim has acquired the video gaming skill, and you'll also see the Sims said goodbye when the event ended. Now you may be wondering if you can just go visit these other houses. You absolutely can, but you are going to have to go through a loading screen. So the Sims 3, you did not have to go through a loading screen. The Sims 4, you do, but if you wanted to visit this house here, it'll say either visit this lot, visit this household, but no one's home right now, so there's no real point in going over there. And so this tree is actually kind of special. You probably noticed it doesn't look exactly like the other trees around. It has a lot more going on. So I'm gonna have Humberto come over and view the tree. Once you view the tree, you're actually gonna be able to water it. And after you water it 3 times, it kind of starts glowing and you can chat to it about roots. And look at that. We have a little opening here. So I'm gonna go in and explore. And this is gonna bring up a few different prompts. Travel to the glade. And I would like to travel. This is definitely a little bit of a tangent from our live mode tutorial, but so I'm gonna go in and explore. And this is gonna bring up a few different prompts. Travel to the glade. And I would like to travel. This is definitely a little bit of a tangent from our live mode tutorial, but I did want to show you, because if you are just starting out on The Sims, you might not know that this secret world exists. It's called Sylvan Glade, and it's just gorgeous. I don't know if you all can hear that. And the main reason I wanted to leave this in the tutorial is just to show you like what pop-ups look like, and that if you do explore enough in some different places, you can either get to like a secret world, a different moodlet, sometimes you can get special items. And I also wanted to show you what it looks like if your Sim is not on their lot, their home lot. You actually can just click this little house right here and go home. And if there's another Sim in your household that is not on your lot with you, you can actually control what they do. So if you click this little kind of lightning bolt arrow, care for self, you can bring them there. You can switch controls, so you'd go through a loading screen and just start playing as them. Socialize with, you can tell her to socialize with people. And sometimes if they have skills they can work on, it'll say like build skill, and you'll be able to have them build a skill while you're gone. But for now, it is getting quite late, so let's go home. And he is a little hungry, so I'm going to have him cook something. So start cooking, you either click on the fridge or the stove, and you'll have these categories here. You'll have vegetarian, lactose-free, meat, seafood, and sweets, or you can just look at them all at the same time, which is normally what I do. And you can click on what you would like them to eat. I think he's just gonna make a classic grilled cheese, and he's just gonna make a single serving because Skylar is pretty well fed at the moment. And just be careful, because if your Sim does have a lower cooking skill, it might be more likely that they will have fires. Oh my gosh, this is something people ask me about all the time, and I'm glad I remembered to tell you, but if you want the lights in your Sim's house to go on and off while your Sim enters and leaves the room, click on any kind of overhead light and go to auto lights, all lights. So it'll turn off lights for rooms that your Sim isn't in, and as they walk in and out of the rooms, the lights will turn on and off. Skylar actually does have a daily task to prepare food or mix drinks for her job. This is just going to give her a little bit of boost if she does do these things. Since for some reason she's not as tired, I'm gonna have her do that right now. If you're not gonna eat food right away, you can just drag it into the fridge, and then your Sim will be able to click on the fridge and have the option to get leftovers, so they'll just automatically pull something that's already in there. Another reason that looking at the notification wall can be important is it'll give you an hour warning when it's almost time to go to work. So it's 8:19 right now. She just got the notification she goes to work in about an hour. So I'm going to have her get up, and her hygiene is pretty low. It's not the lowest it can be. It's like medium low right now when it's yellow. When it's like orangey red, it's pretty low, and it'll get bright red red when it is really, really low. But it is time for her to go to work. She just will automatically go to work if she's not doing anything else. While you have a sim at work, you can click on this little person icon thingy and you can tell them what to do. So normal is the standard. If everyone in your household is asleep, or one is asleep and one is off the lot or something like that, if everyone is doing something that you don't actively need to tend to, if you hit the 3x speed one, it'll go super speed. Are you ready? It'll go like super speed until he's ready to get up, and then it'll just go back to normal. Ultra speed. Sorry, ultra speed is what it's called. I keep thinking I'm explaining things thoroughly, but then I realized, did I even explain what a moodlet was? A moodlet basically explains why your sim has a current mood. Umberto's feeling pretty happy because he ate tasty food. They can have more than one of these at once. I've actually wanted to do a challenge seeing how many moodlets a sim could possibly have at once. You'll see up there it says like happy +1. Other actions will have happy +3 and +4, and basically for simplified purposes, let's say he had 5 +1 happy moodlets and 4 +1 sad moodlets. He has a total of 5 happy points and 4 sad points. So it would say he was happy. Sometimes positive moodlets can combine though. If he were to get an energized moodlet, and you can actually make your sim energized by having them take a brisk shower, it makes it so that the happy moodlet also boosts the energized moodlet. You also may get these pop-ups from time to time. So this is likes and dislikes. If you'd like for him to like fitness, you say yes. If you don't want him to like fitness, you say no. He will do certain actions and have certain moodlets because he likes fitness. That is how likes and dislikes play into your gameplay. And something else that's going to affect live mode is your game options. So if you want your sims to be able to do anything themselves, you want to put autonomy on full. If you don't want your sims to do anything that you don't tell them to do, you're going to put autonomy to off. If you don't want to see the little floaty things above their head, their wants and fears, you're just going to uncheck show wants and fears. And build mode items grant gameplay effects is just your sims may have moodlets influenced by build mode items and things like that. Disable autonomy for selected sim will mean whatever sim you are currently selected on, they won't be able to do anything that you don't tell them to do. There's auto age for played households. So this is households that you yourself have played. It's yes, no, or only active household. So only active household means only the one you are currently in. An auto age for unplayed households means sims that you don't know, you don't touch, you don't play with, they will also auto age. So I have both of those off right now. If I were to turn them on, like I said earlier, we'll be able to see a birthday on the calendar. And the calendar will also fill up with like a work and school schedule if you have sims that have jobs or go to school. Sim lifespan, I normally keep this on normal, or I just have aging off so it doesn't actually matter. Maximum sim count, I pretty much always keep that at 80. I think that's for sims that you yourself have played that are considered a played household for you. The higher you have it, the laggier your game might get. Just know that. You can also set things like the lunar cycle if you'd like it to be longer or shorter. And there's also tutorials and tips. I maybe should have mentioned this in the beginning, but there is a guidance system now. So there's this little girly that will pop up and take you through tutorials and tips as you play the game. That's basically it. And you'll see down here is neighborhood stories. That is how much sims that you don't play, how much their lives will change while you're playing. So if you have it set that sims are able to get new jobs, lose their jobs, and have kids, any sim in the world will be able to get a job, lose a job, have a kid without you having to interfere. So that just like adds to a little bit of NPC story progression so that you don't have to like manually control every single person's lives just to have it feel a little bit more realistic. Oh, and also on the calendar,
I'll be right back, guys. Just gonna need to restart.
if you want to add an event in the base game, you have 4 options. You have house party, you have dinner party, birthday party, and wedding. Wait, these all have sound effects. Did these always have sound effects? Wait a minute. I didn't even know that. We learn something new every day, but it will take you through the requirements to plan an event if you want to plan an event. Skylar has just come back from work. If you didn't see, we got a little bit more money. It added to our household funds down there. She is, however, feeling a bit bored. Work was work, another boring day doing boring things. But we can see that her performance did go up. It is almost excellent now. I think the last thing I want to go through today is how to travel. So we are going to go to the travel section of our phone, and we are going to hit travel. We will bring along Humberto with us, and we will just wait, and it brings you back out here to manage worlds. So there are different lots you can go to. Like I explained before, you can go to other residential lots, or we have some other lots in the world. We have a library, a gym, a nightclub, and a museum, and we have a park. So I think it would be really nice to go to the park. So I'm going to click on that lot. I'm going to click down here to confirm. It's going to take us into a loading screen, and here we are at Magnolia Blossom Park. There are some different things to do at the park. Every park has requirements for like there to be a certain amount or a certain type of items. So you will find some consistent things through different parks, but other things might look different. And that is basically it. So they've decided to pick up a nice game of chess at the park, and I will leave them to it. So if you have any questions, please do let me know. I'll also put timestamps in the video if you need to like go back and rewatch different parts of the video. In the next part, I plan to go over build mode and how to build a house, but in the meantime, I will also be posting my normal build challenge videos, etc, etc. So make sure you are subscribed, make sure you have notifications on for my new uploads. I do have all of the packs, and I do a lot of gameplay over on Twitch. So if you want to see gameplay from other packs and stuff, do feel free to drop into a live stream. I'd love to have you over there sometime. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found anything helpful from it. And other than that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a lovely tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! Wait, actually, the most important thing I can tell you in this video is how to save your game. You go up here to the 3 dots, click save. Okay, that's it. I'll see you in the next video.
And I'm just now I'm almost gonna end the stream. I will be live for 4 more minutes, and after that I'll be ending the stream. So then I can end it. I forgot to put this on. Yep, now it's working. I always forgot the audio. So yeah. Let me check. I'll be live streaming for at least 3 more minutes, maybe a minute, and then I'll end it because I'm getting a headache. Okay, I'm feeling a bit tired too. Happens if you wake up earlier and then you're tired earlier, which is good because then I can go to bed earlier. First, I better check my texts, which is kind of weird because you text. See. Ik heb vast een berichtje. Nee, joh. Hij is nog niet gelezen. Ik kan het filmpje Okay, I'm gonna end the stream. I know it's a bit short, but oh, whoopsie, my bad. Forgot the slash. Huh. Nog zo. Guess no bait then. Okie dokie. Then I see you guys on the next stream. See ya!
Tel?